right, and we're back. Carver and Lisi here with you. NFL picks for week number 12 here as we hit towards Thanksgiving. Very, very busy time of the year for us. Joe, good to see you as always as we get ready for the NFL side of things. I will tell you, Joe, last week for us, you were 1-3 last week. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you, I guess, bad news. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that for you.
You did.
But you were 1-3 last week.
And what were you?
2-2. I picked up a game.
Have you gotten a week where you're like 3-1 or 4-0?
Yep. In week 6, I was 3-1. In week 5, I was 3-1. In week 4, I was 3-1. So I've had. It's really been the last couple weeks before that 2-2 that were hurting me.
Put the picks up.
You want the full standings? There you go. There it is. Oh wait, that's college. I apologize, Joe. Look at the graphics department.
I don't know what people.
I'm only 6 back here. There's plenty of weeks for me to make this up. As you've kind of crept down now, 25-19. I'm 19-25. It's
time for me to bury you now.
I don't know. I'm not so sure because I will tell you this, Joe. In college, you had your Mortadell game of the year with that Kentucky Vanderbilt game.
Yeah.
Well, I got news for you, Joe. This week in the NFL.
Yeah, let me hear this.
I have my, no doubt about it, Ruby Slipper. Take it.
Where's Eddie? Does Eddie have the
No doubt about it. Ruby Slipper, NFL game of the year for me this week in the NFL.
Okay.
No doubt about it. That's how good I feel. Anything you want to say to me about how absolutely gutless the Bills were last night in Houston? You got anything to say about that?
I don't want to kick you, but
Joe, what have I said about this team for the last few years?
Carver, when you blitz Josh Allen, you can win.
Well, first of all, Joe, if you got the pass rushers that could get there, but let's remember something. You know, when you don't block,
his right tackle,
and you don't have. He got just destroyed, Spencer Brown, last night. And I know he's walking around with the sling on his arm and all. You know, he got destroyed. And then you combine that with guys who can't get open, and it just becomes Shakir's walking around on one leg. You know, and they still somehow had a chance to win the game, which is just amazing to me. But gutless by them. I don't know what to believe, Joe. They're not a serious team as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Moving forward, every time I try to talk myself back into it, I remember that they're just not a serious team. Week 12, some big games here of consequence. I guess you say you got Rams-Bucks on Sunday night, which is somewhat of a big game. Eagles-Dallas. Next week, Joe, it's Thanksgiving week. There's a lot on the line, as we know. Let's get right to it and do the picks because time is of the essence here. And you will start things off in the NFL since I started things off in college. That's how we're going to do things today.
All right, no problem. We'll go to a big game. Patriots are trending. They are the best team, hands down, in the AFC East. And they're going on the road to a team that they should just smack around and Big Bad, Drake May. All they're going to do is win this game by 30, Carver. I mean, in the writing's
the game's
on the wall.
over already.
Game is over. They shouldn't even play this game. Should not even play this game. I don't even know why the spread's 7. But I'm going to take a shot with the Bengals. Something just tells me the Bengals are live here. I think they could throw over the top. We saw Justin Fields move the football at times. Jets just suck, and that's why they couldn't do it. Mortadell, number 1, Cincinnati, plus the 7. I think they could win the game outright.
Now, are you obviously prefacing this on Burrow playing, Joe?
No,
I will tell you,
Flacco.
I will tell you, I'm a little surprised that they're now. Look, if he's cleared to play, he's cleared to play. Me personally, Joe, I thought that they were doing all this week to get him prepped for Thursday, Thanksgiving night against the Ravens. I actually thought that that's kind of where it all circles to. But it sounds like they're going to play him on Sunday if he's good to go. So you could, and that's why it's gone. Wasn't it 8.5, Joe?
Yeah.
And it's trickled down to 7. Now, here's what I do like, and I'm picking this game as well, Joe. This Patriot Bengal game, but I'm going for it in a different way. I don't know if you've seen all this. Now, I know that Chase isn't playing for the
Mhm.
Bengals. That obviously is something that maybe you want to consider or not. But the Bengal home games this year, have you seen these stats flying around?
No.
58 points, 61 points, 64 points, 77 points, 89 points. Joe, the home games for Cincinnati have been an absolute firecracker. In fact, going back to 23, the over is 14-2 games in Cincinnati. Let's go, Joe. And now unfortunately, just like how that line moved with Burrow, now with Burrow playing, it's gone from like 49 to 51. But I ain't as scared, Joe. Over 51.5. Patriots, Bengals. Pick number 1 for me.
All right, I'm going to go to legendary. He's making the start against the Las Vegas Raiders. I want to be legendary, Carver. I'm going to take Shador Sanders plus the 3.5 points. I know he looked terrible, but they have a rushing attack. They're more blue collar than the Raiders. Their defense is better. Heck, Myles Garrett might be Defensive Player of the Year. And if Dallas got to Geno, they're definitely getting to Geno in this game, and they're not going to be able to run it. So tell me why the Raiders are favored in this matchup. I just don't see it. Give me Cleveland. They might win it outright with legendary. Legendary.
They might win it outright. Look, I think Cleveland's defense, Joe, is obviously better than the Raider defense. I think that's also something that you kind of need to hang your hat on in this game. And I think that they'll do a lot of Judkins, a lot of running the football, keep Shador out of some high stress. Like that game last week, he was a sitting duck. Against the Ravens. Pick number 2 for me, Joe. Going to Green Bay. Vikings and Packers. I'm not sold on this J.J. McCarthy. I don't think you are either. I think that Green Bay's defense, particularly at home, has been really strong. I'm not very sold on the Packer offense, and they might not have Jacobs, although it seems like he's been doing a little bit here at the end of the week. I'm going under, Joe. Under 41.5. Vikings and Packers in Lambeau on Sunday. Nice, easy 20-10 Packer win. And keeping it under 41.5.
Okay, not bad. I don't mind it. J.J. McCarthy sucks. He looks like an older Jack Doherty who just got arrested in Florida. I mean, the kid, maybe he should be an influencer because he's certainly not an NFL quarterback. He blows. So I agree with you. So there you go. I'm going to go to the late night game. And I should have made this a best bet, meaning a mortadell. But, I mean, I'll keep it the way it is. It's third on the list. This game played out last year, and I think people forget that Tampa Bay absolutely smashed L.A.
Yeah.
And it was the Baker Mayfield show, and it was actually the rushing attack of Bucky Irvin and Rachaad White that wore them down. I just think Tampa Bay matches up well with L.A. Certain teams match up well. I know it's back-to-back road games. I understand Matt Stafford, the favorite for the MVP. But Tampa Bay, I think, can play with them. I'm not sold on LA being an elite team. I think they're good. I don't think they're very good. I just think they're good. I think 10-7, 11-6 is where they're at the most. And I don't think they make a deep run. I know people are saying this team, should be a contender. I don't see it. Give me the Bucks. I think they win the game outright, Carver. I really do. I think the Bucks are for real. I know that they've been banged up. But Sean Tucker got involved, and to win in Buffalo in that type of situation, as you know, is very difficult. But they pushed the Bills to the limit. I think they're going to do it again. And I just want to say this to Dan Orlovsky, okay? Because he called out the Philadelphia Eagle offense, saying they're not elite to win a Super Bowl, and that might be fine. But hey, Dan, I just want to ask you something. Well, when Kansas City had a crap offense last year, were you saying the same thing? No, there was not one person, one so-called guru on TV not kissing Pat Mahomes' ass and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid thinking that they could go to a Super Bowl. Why? Because it would be against their religion to go against Andy Reid in Kansas City. Hands down, Philadelphia smacked the crap out of Kansas City. And if they meet again in the Super Bowl, more times than not, they're going to do that. But guess what? Philly has shown over back-to-back weeks against two supposed contenders, Green Bay and Detroit, that defense is for real. And these garbage analysts, I'm sorry, I know he does the tape and he does this, but they don't make any sense in their arguments. How could it be okay for Kansas City when they had no explosive plays last year and they were winning it on defense? You were kissing their ass to win a Super Bowl, but because it's Philadelphia, you don't want to give them any respect. Wake up and get your head out of your ass. I mean, enough already. Seriously.
So Tampa plus 6.5, Joe.
And I called out Orlovsky 6 years ago when he was just making it and he came out and they cut his ass and he tried to say an under-the-radar pick for his college football was Calvin Ridley, who was scheduled as a first-rounder. And you don't know anything about me. How about I give you a kick in the ass? He's a $150 soaking wet, and he's got no backbone.
Tampa plus 6.5, Joe.
Lifetime backup quarterback.
Tampa plus 6.5. Is that pick number 3?
Yeah. Don't get me going.
All right, pick number 3 for me. This team has been, I guess you could say, one of the surprises of the NFL this year. I don't think you could take them like when they're a short home favorite or they're in a spot where I wouldn't want to back them, but in a spot where they're getting 7 points on the road in a very rare primetime game for them, I'm going to take this Canales and Bryce Young getting the 7 in San Francisco on Monday night, Joe. And here's the real key for me. I think the toughest thing is here, San Francisco's D, and we've seen it week after week, they are not very good. That without having Warner and without having Bosa and without having these guys, you can score points on San Francisco. And I think the Carolina offense with Dowdle and McMillan, they can move the football. I'm going to take the 7, Joe, with Carolina Monday night in San Fran. Maybe, Joe, maybe they even win the game outright there in that spot and get to 7-4, which would be completely ridiculous. 7-5, whatever it is. So Carolina's pick number 3 for me, Joe.
All right, I like the pick, Carver. I like the pick. Carolina to me is, but you got to bet them every other week. That's the only thing.
Well,
every
a dog,
other week.
Joe, I like. As a dog, they've been good, especially a dog of this kind of magnitude. So I'm going to go with them.
Typically, I go with a total. I'll stick with the total. Why not?
Got 3 dogs here.
Yeah, I know. I like the dogs this week. I'm going to give, I feel like I should go with another dog. You know what? I'm going to go with another dog. I like Tennessee plus the points over Seattle. Everybody's going to kiss Seattle's ass now because Seattle lost on Sunday, but they got a cover in this great road record that they have. I think there's the potential that Seattle comes out flat. And the way Sam Darnold played against a much better team or defense, at least that owns them in the Rams, I think there's the potential he could throw a couple of turnovers again in back-to-back weeks. I don't see this as like all of a sudden a bounce-back spot. Granted, they're going to win, but I'll take the 13.5. I just think they come out flat. There's going to be about 10 fans in the stands. I think that's what you're going to get out of this matchup.
Yeah, look, Joe, I understand it. I get it. No problems there from me with it in that matchup.
To win by 2 touchdowns is very hard. I mean, on the road.
And here's another one, and I know this is also probably what gravitates you to this. I just went and looked. 80% of the tickets on Seattle, 90% of the money on Seattle. Everybody's. I mean, it's a get rich quick scheme, Joe. Seattle this week.
This is it.
Again, this is
Madoff 2.0. Madoff 2.0. You can't lose. It's a sure thing.
Can't lose.
I'll tell you what, Bosco, he's too far ahead to lose.
All right, Joe, are you ready?
$50 at 40-1. That's $2,000 a piece.
My last pick. My Ruby Slipper. NFL Play of the Year. So far.
Go ahead. Let me hear this.
Will be this game. The Lions, after a loss, have covered their last 13 games. After 3 losses this year, they have won by 31, 15, and 22. Giants just announced no Jackson Dart. It'll be Jameis Winston on Sunday in Detroit. That moves it from 10.5 to 12.5. Joe, they can move it to 19.5 or 21.5 if they want. This is, Joe, look at me. This is a smash special for the Lions at home against the Giants on Sunday. The Lions coming off a game, tough loss on the road in Philly in prime time, trying to be the class of the NFC. Campbell being a maniac, going for it on every single fourth down. Blah, 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 blah. Joe, they take it out on the Giants on Sunday. Smash job.
All right, hero.
45-10. Jameis throws a pick 6 or 2 as well in the mix there as too. Smash job. Late at 12.5. Ruby Slipper game of the year for me.
All right.
In the NFL with the Lions off.
I love it, hero.
So, NFL week number 12 picks for Carver and Lisi. Joe, Bengals +7. Browns +3.5. Bucks +6.5. Tennessee +13.5. The 4-pack of dogs. The pooches for Joe. I'm going Bengals Pats over 51.5. Vikings Packers under 41.5. Panthers +7 Monday night. And the Ruby Slipper smash spot of the year. Lions -12.5 at home against the Giants on Sunday. The Carver and Lisi NFL picks. All right, Joe, fast. The other games neither of us picked. Interesting game for the Colts going into Kansas City.
I like the Colts.
Now, look, I would love to see the Colts win. I would probably take them with the 3.5. This could be the game where Joe starts to get the shovel out again for Kansas City if they lose this game. Joe is salivating to get the shovel back out if Kansas City dropped to 5-6 and lost this game to Indianapolis. He's waiting for it. He wants it bad. I can tell. He's dying. Let's take the Colts, Joe. Is that total a little high? I feel like the total's a little high in that game.
In the Colt game?
It's down to 49.5. It was 50 the other day.
It's
a little high.
Yeah, it could be a little high.
This one almost made my card. I kind of like Pittsburgh in Chicago against the Bears. And believe it or not, Joe, I didn't see it yet today because I know they said that Rodgers might play with a fracture in his left wrist or whatever the deal. I actually like Pittsburgh more, Joe, if Mason Rudolph is playing. Believe it or not. Yes. I would if Rudolph's playing, I'm on Pittsburgh to win the game outright in Chicago against the Bears.
Okay.
No feel for you. Don't like the game.
No, I like Chicago and I like the over.
Okay. POINTS, 44.5. You give the Jets almost 2 tutties, 13.5 in Baltimore with Tyrod Taylor at quarterback.
No, they're going to get smashed.
I agree. They're going to get smashed. Who do you like in the Minnesota-Green Bay game? Minnesota. Said I like the under, but okay, Minnesota with the points, or you think they will?
I think McCarthy
we just
sucks.
Dragged McCarthy all over the place.
He does, but I think the defense could keep them in it.
You want to lay 2.5 with Jacksonville on the road in Arizona at the Toaster. You know, Joe, they got a very manageable schedule down the stretch.
I know. I like the over too, but we'll see.
Jacoby Brissett. Man, you talk about an awful game. Saints laying 1.5 against the Falcons with Kirk Cousins, no Drake London. Is it the Saints, Joe? Do we have to take the Saints in this game?
Take the Saints. Tyler
Shuck.
Come on.
Against Kirk Cousins.
Can we get this Pitts in the end zone?
God, I mean, someone's got to get the ball for the Falcons.
They're going to give it to Algier. Watch.
Neither of us on this Eagle-Cowboy game either. 3.5 for the Eagles in Dallas.
I like the Eagles.
I got to like the Eagles, too. 47.5. That's a light total for a Cowboy game, but that's because the Eagles' defense has been so good.
Maybe we go the total there.
Okay. And you didn't really tell me if Carolina or San Francisco on Monday night. You kind of just let me say it, and you didn't. I know I got to get through Sunday before I could get to Monday.
I probably would take the over, but I don't love it.
Who's the most overrated player in the NFL? Justin Herbert would get Bubba Jennings' vote there in the chat. So I'm not. He's up there for me, Joe. I think he'd be in my top 5
overrated
players in the NFL. Probably be one of them. I would have to guess.
How about Stafford?
Joe, that's just silly. You're talking about the guy's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, we're talking this year.
Joe, he's got what has he got? Like he's like
Um,
25 touchdown passes already.
everybody
Like
loves him now. Everybody loves. I hope he
Joe,
gets
he's having an
smashed.
unbelievable year. That's a tough scene for
I
you
like
right
to
there.
call out Stafford. Who
You
you
like
want? You want overrated? I'll give you an overrated guy.
who's an overrated guy?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking of all the teams that have bothered me throughout. I think Zay Flowers is overrated. I don't think he's that good. I don't think Zay is that
As
good.
random a player as you could probably pick. I
Because
don't
I don't
disagree with
think Baltimore's that good. I don't think Baltimore's that great of a team. And I would love nothing more for them to
I
get
don't think they're that great of a team either.
stepped up. Expecting this team to win like 10 in a row all of a sudden.
Steelers keep winning some games. They might, and they play each other twice still, right? Steelers and Ravens have
I
2
need the
games with each
Steelers
other.
to lose.
Someone's going to win the division, Joe.
Maybe it'll probably be Baltimore
Unfortunately,
by
they're like
default.
minus 380 or something like that. They are to win
It's
the
their
division.
remaining games, though. They have some.
They have 2 Bengal and 2 Steeler, I'm pretty sure, left. They have a lot of division games, Baltimore, with those 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I think Cincinnati's only got 3 wins, right? They're a little too far back, even with Burrow coming back.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule now.
Rally the troops.
Where's the schedule? There it is.
You can get it, Joe.
I
You're
got
fast with
it.
this stuff.
I am. Yeah. Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Pats, Packers, Steelers. Last
Not
3
easy.
games. No. Last
It
3
ain't
are going to
easy.
be tough. Packers, Pats, and Steelers at the
What do
end.
the Steelers have?
Steelers have Bears. Steelers have Bears.
Bills,
They have where are we?
Buffalo. They
Bears,
play next.
Bills, Ravens, Fish, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens.
It ain't easy for them. It's gonna be. It's the head-to-head games, Joe, are probably gonna be the deciding factor there. The head-to-head games.
Let's see. They can win one more game and
Mob
then
deep.
lose everything.
Carver High. Glad to see you recovered from that Bills debacle last night. You know what, Deep, I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer.
Mob
anymore.
Deep though. Love the handle. Mob Deep.
I'm not. I just don't believe. I think it's time that they rip the whole thing down and start over. Get somebody else in there with Josh Allen. Joe, great job as always today with the picks. As we mentioned earlier, it's a holiday next week. We want to give everybody all that they can, so we'll probably get this earlier in the week next week.
Absolutely.
So we will effort that, Joe. Even if it's a late night or whatever it's going to be, we'll effort some early in the week.
You can get it.